jazzy drunk tank for you here tonight. So grab a drink, sit back and relax. Unless you're listening from the road, in which case that's probably not a good idea. So take it easy and get ready for the soothing sounds of Gus Cerula. And of course, whoever else decides to show up tonight. I guess you never know. It's the drunk tank. Let's start the show.
Sexy times here on the Drunk Tank Podcast.
That's the jazziest intro ever for the Drunk Tank Podcast.
That was awesome.
Welcome, everyone.
Thanks, Gus.
Rooster Teeth
Thank you.
Podcast. I feel like we got to re-energize.
I know. I mean, I was going to take a nap after that, but
All right.
I guess we should do some entertainment.
Let's do some introductions before the entertainment.
Okay.
Who are you?
I am Jack Patillo.
I am Kara.
Michael.
Who?
Michael.
Mike Jones.
Yes.
Who?
Mike.
Doesn't work so much.
And I'm Gus Cerula. All right. So this is the Hectic Podcast where we try to get through it because we have 2 events this weekend.
2, technically 3, but 2 of them are in the same spot.
Oh, God. We have PAX in Seattle,
Halo
which
Fest
is also
in Seattle.
going on at the same time. Well, Halo Fest is going on at the same time. And Fan Expo in Toronto. And, I found out information. I know last week someone asked me when the showing and where the showing is, like details about the showing in Toronto. It's Monday at the Underground Cinema at 7 p.m.
Okay, that's Red vs. Blue? That's
Yes.
Season 9 stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Is that the same stuff we'll be showing at Comic-Con? At PAX, probably?
most likely.
Okay. Do we know what we're showing at PAX, by the way?
No, I honestly, I never know what we're showing until we get to the event.
Okay.
Yeah, normally I show up like, cool, all right.
No,
I make sure my laptop can hook up to the display, and
Yeah.
then I'm just provided files.
Then you get a USB drive, and you're like, all right, let's do it.
Okay, real fast, before we go any further, I want to talk to Kara about some stuff with Rooster Teeth. But before I get to that,
Before
I get to that, I got to talk about something else.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is this what we're
Highlight
all
of my
waiting
day.
for?
I'm waiting for it.
I'm so excited.
I am eagerly.
I had to plunge the fucking toilet again yesterday. Like, I'm gonna try to get through this without being too crude,
No.
but
Spare no detail.
I had to take a monster shit. Okay,
Okay.
and
That's not crude at all. Don't worry.
this is delicate for me.
Absolutely.
So I run over to the bathroom. We have 2 bathrooms side by side,
And one upstairs as well.
and one upstairs. I run over to the big bathroom, take a look, and it's filled with piss.
Ew.
And I'm like, okay, someone, I guess, just pissed in the toilet and didn't flush it. So I flush it, and it just fills up.
Oh,
Like,
no.
to the point where it's almost overflowing. Like,
Let's also
fuck.
point out that we have a urinal for
There's
the.
also a urinal in that bathroom.
Did you do the panic too when it was filling up? Like, oh shit, like you thought the piss was going to
No,
overflow?
I've got experience with this, man.
Okay.
I know how it goes. I know how it goes.
Oh, dude, my heart stops when that starts
Yeah, it's like,
happening.
As long as it wasn't
be rising.
As long as it wasn't too full before the flush, you're okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
true.
So I'm like,
true.
fuck. So I run over to the other bathroom, do my business, come back to, because since I'm a good person, I come back to the stopped up toilet and I plunge it.
You are a good person, Gus.
But since I'm a bad person, I reviewed the security camera to find out who it was.
Okay.
And we don't have security cameras in the bathroom, but there is a security camera pointed at the door of the bathroom, like outside, like because that's like right by our break room.
Yeah.
So a security camera that you can see who was walking in and out of the bathroom. And I captured and saved the video footage.
So you have a new hobby.
I don't know why. I'm not going to do anything with it. But like, I sat infuriated at my desk. I plunged the toilet and I came back to my desk and I was so angry. I sat there for like an hour and a half reviewing security camera footage. Great use of my time, right?
Website doesn't work
Yes.
anymore, folks, but at least we know
That's absolutely worth your time.
who crapped in the toilet.
And I determined that it was. I don't know how to say it.
Wait, is it okay?
I don't want to out this person.
Okay, was it someone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Was
How-
it?
out them.
What was the process for you figuring out who did this? How did you?
I went and I started reviewing the security camera footage, and I went from current time and I just watched it in reverse.
So how did you know though who stopped it?
Because it was. I figured it was the previous person. So the
The person before
Right.
you.
The
Okay,
person before
that
me.
makes sense.
who peed.
And then
Let's see,
somebody
peer.
before that.
Right, exactly.
His accomplice.
So
Okay.
the peer.
Ooh.
I'm probably going to beep that.
I could see that.
Right?
And the pooper was.
The that works with. Okay.
I'll edit that part out too.
Yeah, I know. Clearly just the whole beginning.
No, it's fine.
Wow. So
So they're on my shit list.
I see what you did there.
Get it?
We had a very long internal email thread
Yeah.
about
With many
with various
memes.
poop jokes.
Memes?
Oh, man.
So yeah, it was all in all, it was a very, very productive day in the Rooster Teeth office.
Clearly. All right. So
okay, we got that.
someone's getting fired.
We've cleared the air. Ha ha ha. Let me tell you, it smelled awful when I plunged it too.
Really? Ugh. Can only imagine.
So
We had a discussion about the plunger yesterday because I was wondering. I bought the first plunger. Like,
you did? Oh yeah.
Because Gus was like, I'm the only one who's ever plunged there. I'm like, nope, because I was the first one who had to run to Walmart in an emergency to go grab a plunger because one didn't exist in the office, and so it's like, just don't go in
It's
there.
one of
your
those.
bare
It's one of those
hands,
things
Jack.
you don't think about until you really need it.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, priority one, like emergency.
literally, oh shit.
So
It's like the poopy cast.
I guess in order to try to encourage good behavior, Kara is now passing out stickers to everyone who does good deeds. Have y'all seen this?
Yeah.
No,
They're smiley face.
I already got one
stickers.
on my television.
What did you get one for?
I don't even remember.
yeah, Kara just walked up
No,
and
it
gave me
wasn't
one.
even. It wasn't a good deed at all. It was like a.
Yeah, I can't imagine you doing anything good.
It was
No.
like a be
Oh,
happy.
it was because I felt bad about his sunglasses.
Oh.
Oh, that's bullshit.
No,
I
that's him
know.
being a dumbass. You don't reward him for being a dumbass.
No, because he lost them from trying to help me find my shirt, so I felt bad. So why
Yeah.
not compensate it with a sticker?
I got compensated. The
That's
shit.
that's
that
outside
sticker.
of the office.
However,
That's not office behavior.
That's not.
I
However.
protest.
it is.
Karen will lose her shirt at the office. It's a whole different problem.
So, how long have you been here now, Kara?
About 6 months now.
Wow, really?
Jesus.
Crazy how fast time flies.
Man, we're almost done with the summer. You realize that? You're going back to school like this week?
Yeah, actually, I start school tomorrow.
Really?
Oh, it'll be
my God.
interesting.
You start school on a Thursday?
I only have school on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
It actually
Nice.
started today at Texas State University. Woo, Bobcats. Got to say that.
So, it already started? Did you not have class on the first day, or did you
no,
just skip it?
I only have Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, I see.
classes.
The university started. Okay,
Right,
okay, gotcha.
university started today.
So wow, that's like the easiest schedule ever.
Exactly, I'm very happy.
How weird has it been starting here? Like, was when you started working here? Was it like what you expected it would be, or have there been like weird experiences that have kind of jaded you towards working here?
No, it was actually about what I was expecting. I mean, whenever you go into an office full of guys, you know that there's going to be some crazy stuff that happens. And I've grown up with guys my whole life, so nothing surprises me. But the first day, I was pretty surprised when I had to go through all the mail, all the fan mail and stuff that we did. There happened to be a envelope full of bumper stickers, like stickers you put on the back of your car, and I opened it. And it's just stickers that say boner. And it was my first day working here, and I didn't really know who to give them to. And I wasn't surprised. I just kind of laughed and was like, okay, well, I don't really know where these go. So I asked Jeff, and he just had this look of embarrassment on his face, like, oh my God, where did she find these? He's like, we're not like that. I mean, we kind of are, but, you know, we don't talk about sex all the time here, you know. It's like, okay.
Way to put you at ease.
Nice.
Fucking smooth.
So, but
operator.
now you know if you receive an envelope full of boner bumper stickers, they go to...
Jack.
No!
6 months.
Oh,
Correct. We need
Jesus
like a
Christ.
bell.
No, they go to Jeff. Jeff's the boner guy.
They should go to Jeff because he probably ordered them.
Right. Well, you sit right next to him, so.
So you handed me to hand to him?
Share
He's
boners.
already seen them. So the next spot.
It's a
would be
communal boner.
We're in the boner share program.
I wonder where those stickers went. They're
I never saw
big
them.
red ones.
I never saw those.
Big red
Big red
boner.
boners.
Oh goodness. Okay.
So have you had fun in the past 6 months working
I
here?
have. I've had a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. I do a lot of the dishes lately, and that's
You
part
specifically
of why.
said you were going to start giving stickers to people who did
I
dishes.
was about to say that's exactly why I got the stickers. And now, whenever I see somebody put the dish from the sink into the dishwasher, they will get a sticker because for
that.
some reason
And we know
that
you can-
process is so difficult that nobody can understand.
And we know you can review security camera footage now
Right,
to
exactly.
determine what's going on. Why don't, I mean, I know this isn't environmental friendly or anything, but why don't we just throw all those dishes away and just like get paper plates or something?
I'm all for that.
I'm all
man.
for that too.
Well,
Screw the
no,
environment.
because
There's a lot of trees,
then you see
yeah.
paper plates inside the dishwasher afterwards. Actually, you know what? I haven't seen many of those disposable utensils lately in the sink.
It's
Yeah.
because I throw them away.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How do people still do that?
Time for the security camera. to do the
Disposable.
work
They
they do.
did that when I was here, the first time I was here in March, and there was like cake or some shit in the kitchen, and there was all the disposable forks and shit, and like everyone's putting them all in the sink. And
Yeah.
Matt's just standing there, and he's like watching each person put it in the sink. He's like, "Guys, you don't have to put the fucking disposable forks in the sink."
We're not washing them.
Yeah.
There was like 6 or 7 of them.
Oh no, they've made it to the dishwasher before. Like we've had
Oh, yeah.
disposable utensils in the dishwasher before.
Like the dishwasher gets run, and you're putting up the clean dishes, and it's like, why the fuck is there a plastic?
There's like a
fork here?
plastic fork in
It's
the
like,
top of the dishwasher.
How did this not melt?
yeah,
It's pretty awful. Work with a bunch of animals
we do.
and care.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. I'm not the animal.
so what's your most exciting part of your day, Kara? Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
I wish there was a video
That was
podcast.
a nice
to
way
You
see
know,
this.
every day is different. It's very spontaneous, so you never know what's going to happen here.
So you like
That's
the spontaneity of it?
excitement.
Okay. You do you like going through the fan mail and seeing that stuff?
Yeah,
I enjoy
definitely.
when every now and then we'll get a good letter, and then Kara will walk around the office and read it out loud to everyone in the office.
Give everyone a little confidence boost.
It should be like medieval times. You should be reading like a proclamation. Like a scroll.
A
Like,
big
hear ye,
scroll.
hear ye.
Announcement, Rooster Teeth.
On the 24th day of August in the year 2011.
2-11.
2011. Let it be known.
No, it's great seeing fans too, and everybody that comes in is all excited to see what we do here, and you get to see different stuff every day. It's definitely exciting.
Yeah,
You sit right, like you sit right by the door, so you deal with everyone like as
Oh,
soon
yeah,
as they,
I see
as soon as they
everybody
come
that comes in.
You're like our security guard.
Is your
Yes.
favorite part of the day when people walk in and you turn them away and they have these sad looks on their face and they're like, oh, and they go back to their car crying and like their kids are like, why, mommy? It's like, oh, Kara wouldn't let us in. And then they see like,
They're like-
Bernie standing in the
That's
window and
exactly
Bernie's
what I
like,
do.
Yep.
They're like eating ice cream and you knock it out of their hand.
I'm the
now
evil
pick it up
one.
and eat it.
You push them down and kick dirt in their face.
That's my favorite part of the day.
No dreams for you.
Because we in the Achievement Hunter office have the window like right in the parking lot, and somebody was here last week, and she was like, "Get out!" I saw them have like their walk of shame through the parking lot, like, "Oh," and they're like, there's like 4 people, like 2 adults and like a child, like walking back to their car, and they were like, "No, dreams."
I've had
don't
that happen
come
before,
true."
or I came back from lunch and there was someone walking away from the front door looking depressed, and I was like, oh, kind of gave him a little
Oh, you
half-hearted
met Kara?
wave.
Nice.
I was like, oh, I guess Kara told you we have to schedule something. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because normally we have a lot of things in the office that are covered by non-disclosure agreements.
Yeah.
and it's difficult to accommodate people who show up like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just does
So-
it for fun, though, too.
Like,
So I don't want to make it sound like we're
No, we're not
assholes
dickheads.
and,
We're not
and
dickheads.
Kara's
No, no.
awful to everyone, but at the drop
I'm
of a
very
hat we
nice.
can't.
like really right now, like the next month or so is a terrible time. If you're even thinking about coming by the office, don't do it because we're in,
Go right to Jack's house.
we're in super crunch mode. So it's not a good idea to try to come by the office and say hello right now. We
I'll have to
appreciate
be mean
that.
to you and knock out your ice cream.
I want to go buy ice cream now just so we can film it.
Sounded so threatening.
So, what are y'all doing in Achievement Hunter? What games are you covering this week? You're probably not covering much because coming out.
We got Fragger is doing Deus Ex. What's it called?
Human Revolution.
Human Revolution.
There you go.
And then
Is it Revolution or Evolution?
I thought it was Revolution.
I think it's Evolution.
I think it's Revolution.
Why don't you look that up?
Fuck.
And then we've also got the Resurrection DLC for Call of Duty Black Ops came out yesterday. That's the one with the new moon zombie
That's correct.
mission thing. And Brown Man, who's our FPS god, has been working on that all night. So those are the 2 things coming out and are coming out. And then Street Fighter Third Strike OE or something like that came out today. One of the 9th editions of Street Fighter 3 that came out on Xbox Live Arcade, as well as like 2 other games that we didn't even know about came out today. So what is it, Gus?
Suck it, bitch.
Deus Ex Suck It Bitch?
Yeah.
Human Revolution, aka Suck It, bitch.
Nice.
I started playing Deus Ex last night, and I like playing like on a normal difficulty. I don't play like super easy. I also don't play difficult.
Yeah.
Except for Catherine. Catherine, I'll play super easy.
Fuck that game.
But Deus Ex was actually kind of hard. I was playing on normal, and like I died several times on the first stage.
Really?
It was like fuck. It was kind of unforgiving. So I'm thinking about Catherineing it, switching to something a little easier.
Man. Speaking of Catherine, what do you think about the Michael destroying that Xbox? Were you here for that, Gus?
I saw the video. I wasn't here when he threw it out the window.
Oh, man. That was awesome.
Have you played any more
lot
of
of fun.
Have
Fuck
you
no.
played any more of that
Nope.
game? No.
I probably won't either. Yeah.
That was a real Xbox 360, by the way, folks. That was a real 360 that he trashed.
Not anymore. It's not a real one anymore. I guess it still is. It's just in a million.
Man, I picked that
pieces.
thing up and I shook it. And it sounded like a box full of Legos. It's just like nothing but mechanics. Just
I didn't see it afterwards. I was like, get it away from me. I was just separated from the Xbox. I never saw it afterwards.
I think they took your child away.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to see it.
I was like, no, I can't look at it.
No, that game is fucking frustrating. Like, I wonder if they're gonna have any DLC for it. Like I don't know what they could do for additional DLC, like more levels or like a peripheral that kicks you in the balls.
I was
every
going
time
to
you fall
say,
off
if
the
you buy the
pyramid.
DLC, someone shows up to your house and kicks you in the nuts. That would be it.
Like that game is so unbelievably
Please
difficult.
place your nuts in front of the disc tray. And it just opens up.
just open.
Yeah.
or put them in the
Some sort
disc
of
tray and close it.
Yeah.
It's like,
You've now purchased the Catherine DLC. Congratulations.
it's like an auto castration machine.
God.
Awful.
Kara, do you play any video games at all?
I think you saw my pig a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Your what?
And,
She played Achievement Pig with Kathleen.
I thought you meant like
oh yeah.
you had a pig.
No.
That she plays video games.
Yeah, that I played. Yeah.
It's too nonsensical.
Me and Oinky fucking love this game.
No video games for me. I stick to watching. It's too much pressure. Too much pressure. I can't. Too many things to do, things to look at.
Yeah, you were complaining the other day about your you have friends who play like zombie games, and you said it was too stressful.
Yes,
You couldn't deal
it is.
with
It's like they're all coming at you. It's like you're gonna die, and you just freak out because you don't know what to click, what to do. I mean, you have the buttons to push, but it's still you have all these coming, and you're trying to look at them from all the different directions, and they'll come at you from behind. It's like a real life
like a game.
nightmare, scary movie. Exactly. There you go. But
It's like an evening on 6th Street, basically. People coming from all over. You don't know what's going to
It's like
happen.
an angry mob,
much,
disoriented. Oh man, I can't remember the last time I went down to 6th Street. It's been a while. I think
Next weekend, Jack, we'll go.
since we've been down
No,
here.
no. Miles is going to take Michael down. Michael just moved here a couple weeks ago, and so
oh yeah, we need to go to 6th Street.
you guys go ahead and have a great time.
The young crew will go out.
I guess I went to Emo's to go see a concert. I saw Childish Gambino at Emo's. That was a couple months ago, I guess. That was the last time I was anywhere near 6th Street.
Yeah, I think the last time I was there was South by Southwest last year.
Damn.
Like because our office was still downtown, so we could walk around. But since we moved down here, I really haven't been down there in a while.
No urge to go downtown?
No.
You live pretty close to downtown,
Well, I
too.
live on the east side now, so I mean, no, I live somewhere in Austin, and so like the east side's more convenient for me. It's also not as hectic and crowded.
No.
And the only thing you have to worry about is people running up from behind you and punching you.
Sucker punching and stealing your purse.
Yeah, that's the only concern. And
Usually.
I don't normally carry my purse
Yeah, I was
out,
going to say,
so,
you usually carry your purse around, Jack?
so I'm okay.
He's the one living on the east side. I leave my purse at home.
I think he meant to say Gus. Or do you mean?
No, he was.
I meant
he was
that.
talking
Oh,
shit to
okay.
me. That's
Yeah.
I didn't see.
just wild flailing at this point.
Yeah.
So how have you not melted since you've moved here?
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. All I hear is Jack bitching
you.
about it all the
You
time.
really don't think it's that bad?
Every fucking day, Jack's like, it's so hot from the walk from his.
Today we break the record.
From his
or
front
was it
door,
yesterday we broke
like,
the record?
Yesterday.
No, yesterday tied, I think, and today.
Yesterday
we're-
broke it. I believe it was 69 yesterday,
Yeah.
and
Today will be the 70th day over 100. Like if you have 70 days over 100 over the course of a year, that's like 1 in 5 days of the year.
Yeah, that's 20% of the year is
Yeah.
over
And
100 degrees.
We're only like what in the 8th month, so 8 times 240 days more or less have passed so far.
I do know that the last time it was around 69 days over 100. It was 1925.
Yeah.
It's been where all of our records have been. So it's like 100 years ago we were at the same sort
And
of
that- and
heat
you-
level, and then it levels off and it gets back higher every 100 years. Or
Well, so like I guess the 25. When was the Dust Bowl? The Dust Bowl was in the early 30s.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Like it must have been comparable to this. Like it's so
Oh, yeah,
hot,
like the Great
everything's like
Depression.
so dried,
that's
and
why everybody was so sad. The Great
bad
Depression.
economy, bad weather.
Right? It's all related.
It's all happening all over
Black
again.
president.
FDR was black. I knew he was in a wheelchair. I didn't realize that about him too.
Oh, man. So the earthquake hit D.C. yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I think is craziest about that is I read on CNN that there was also an earthquake in Colorado yesterday as well.
Yeah, I think, like, I had friends in San Francisco who said they felt one or something. Or was that the same one as the Colorado one? Or was that...
I don't know if it's the same one, but yesterday there was like a 5.3 in Colorado, and there was like a 5.8 in Virginia.
Yeah.
Did you hear all the people on the west side are like talking shit to the people on the east side? Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're freaking out about having an earthquake. Welcome, to California, and welcome to
Eat it, bitch.
Yeah.
Earthquakes are better.
Yeah, seriously.
Did you see the XKCD thing? Yeah. So someone like this webcomic here. I'm assuming you've never seen XKCD, right? Okay, so it's a webcomic. This guy does like really geeky and sort of like video game and nerdy stuff. He wrote a comic, I guess, last year about someone like basically like there's this idea where the actual waves of an earthquake move slower than like the internet does. So eventually it'll get to a point where someone will Twitter about like, oh my God, I'm in an earthquake. And someone will read it before the earthquake gets to them.
It's about 60 miles away.
Oh, it's about 100, it was 100
100
miles?
kilometers.
100 kilometers.
Which is about 60 miles away.
So you get in your car and drive as soon as you get that text
Well,
message.
no.
Oh, okay.
Are you trying to beat the earthquake?
No. I'm saying like so someone could read that, oh my God, there's an earthquake before they actually feel the earthquake.
Right.
Because the waves move outward from a central point.
That's crazy.
And so that actually happened yesterday, where someone was checking their Twitter and saw earthquake and then started feeling it.
Yeah, someone in New York
Whoa.
was following someone in D.C., and they read that their friend in D.C. said there's an earthquake, and they said a few seconds later they felt it.
Weird.
Yeah. So this comic became real life, which is pretty cool, actually.
That is.
So,
Someone can see into the future.
have you ever been in an earthquake?
No, I've always wanted to be.
Me too.
I mean, not a bad one. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to die, but
Apparently, I was in one at E3 last year. Like, we were in the Nokia Center waiting for a concert to start, and apparently, like a 3.0 hit LA.
oh,
But
that's
it
like
was
so light.
Yeah, it was so light, and we were also, like, surrounded by people, so no one felt anything. But, but I would love to actually be in an earthquake. I've seen a tornado.
Or,
Have you ever seen a tornado?
Over, like, just enough to knock shit
no.
off shelves.
I've seen it.
I don't want to see a tornado either.
Yeah.
That was
Tornadoes are scary.
freaky. That was freaky as hell. But yeah, I would love to be in an earthquake.
There was an earthquake, like a few years ago when I was at Comic-Con, there was an earthquake the day after I left in San Diego.
That's the worst.
I like how y'all are so
the
disappointed that you
worst.
haven't been in
Just
an
missed that
earthquake, and there are
earthquake.
people all over America right now going,
Well,
screw the earthquake.
Not a bad one, just like the one in D.C., or
Just
in
one
New York,
little
like a
one.
5.8, yeah.
Did you see the DC one where it was like never forget, like with the eagle and the flag and the chair turned over?
That was fucking funny.
So sad.
But yeah, I mean, like every time I go to California, then when I went to Japan, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna feel it.
Check it off your bucket list.
Nope.
Was in an earthquake.
I'm going to Seattle for PAX. Do they have earthquakes in Seattle?
I'm sure there's fault up there. That was funny last night on the news. It was like earthquake in DC. Could it happen here? And it's like the Balcones fault goes right through Austin. Like, oh, there's a fault line right underneath Austin. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. There was an earthquake out in West Texas forever ago. Do you remember that? Like maybe about like a decade ago. There's like a real small earthquake. And that was like the last one hit Texas in God knows how many years.
I think there's also like a big fault line that runs through the central United States, like the New Madrid fault line or the Madrid fault line or something like that. That runs like, I think through like the heartland, like through Middle America.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be pretty big. Like it's supposed to be one that could theoretically produce earthquakes, unlike
Sweet.
the Balcones fault, which I don't think has any remote possibility
Yeah, I don't think so.
of doing it.
Are you
Then
gonna,
again,
like,
I am not a geologist.
You're like pitch
I
to
was gonna
Bernie,
say,
like I think we should have
question.
the next event right here. It's like in the middle of nowhere, like right on the fault line. Bernie's like, "What the fuck?" And Gus is like, "It's a perfect idea. I'm
I'll just start planning all my travel
Yeah.
along fault lines.
gonna get this fucking earthquake."
I'm gonna pop my earthquake cherry. But no, it's something. I'm sure we have lots of listeners who are sick of earthquakes and terrified of them, and we're assholes for being like, "I want to be in an earthquake."
Yeah, that'd be so much fun.
How would you prepare? What would you do if you're in the earthquake then? Say it's a bad one.
Would you like-
Seven.
It's happening, guys! Like you throw your hands in the air,
I should have
bounce around the room,
I should have
"Whoa,"
like a
just
little,
roll with
like
it.
in case of emergency, break glass thing, or like a little party favor.
A little popper.
Earthquake. Whee! What would you do? Or what about you? Do you want to be in an earthquake?
I don't know. I wouldn't say I want to be in an earthquake. It could be cool.
Do you have any? Are there any natural disasters in Jersey?
Not really. No.
Well,
Flood.
Jersey Shore.
That's like a national icon.
Wait, isn't that Hurricane Irene's going up towards like New York and Jersey?
Yeah, when
I don't give a shit. I'm not there anymore.
God.
What?
Fucking out of sight,
family
out
or
of mind.
anything.
Exactly.
Well, did y'all hear that I think it's called Necker Island that the Virgin Mobile guy owns, that huge,
yeah.
in the Caribbean. It's like his own island off the Bahamas, and it got struck by lightning yesterday, or was struck by lightning yesterday, and the whole island just caught fire.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
completely burned down to
How
the
does that
ground. And I
feel
was
like-
like, there's your $50 million investment.
You're sitting at home and it's like ring ring hello. So your island burned down. It's like, shit.
Also, I read that his mother was in the house on the island.
Yeah.
And that Kate Winslet had to rescue her.
Yeah, something like
Like
that.
his house was on fire, and Kate Winslet ran in and rescued his mother from the fire. What's up, Joel?
Come on in, Joel.
Come in,
What are you
Yes.
doing?
Dude, come here. Talk about your car. Come here.
join us.
Come on,
Join
throw it
us.
down. Here he comes.
Sit down, Joel.
So
I was in my car and Jack lurched over across and grabbed the wheel of my car and then smashed it into another car. And then that was, legally speaking, considered my fault.
That's true.
Like, even though Jack did that.
Sit down, fool.
No.
That completely isn't true, by the
What are
way.
you guys talking about?
we were talking about Richard Branson's house burning down on his private island, but
When did that happen?
you hear about that happened the other day? I mean, his house was burning down. His mom was in it, and Kate Winslet had to like run in and save her.
By lightning, too.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you just making shit up?
I'm totally serious. It's like a private island, and Kate Winslet was there and saved his mother from a burning house.
Are they going to make a movie about that?
Titanic 2. It's like, this house is unburnable. And then it's like,
Did she float there on the like piece of wood at the end
Right.
of Titanic? That's where she ended up on the island.
That'll be the
so,
sequel.
how's your car? Seriously. You don't have to talk about the accident, but you were in an accident, and your car got fucked up.
It is no longer drivable.
Is it totaled?
It's not totaled.
They're going to fix it?
They're going to fix it.
Wow.
So that's
It'll-
it. That's
it'll-
the end of the story.
It'll never be the same.
Joel's been aching to get a new car.
So I was going to say, so is this going to be your excuse to sell it and get a new car?
I've been fighting the urge.
What are you going to get?
I don't want to talk about it.
You wanna talk about it?
I found a Lamborghini on eBay for $80,000.
I don't want to talk about it, but I'm looking at a Lamborghini.
But
How old is it?
it's not that old. It's like a 2009 or something.
So it's like since Audi took over? It's not like one of the
I think
Coutages
so.
from the 80s?
I think so. Yeah, the Germans take all the fun out of the Italians. It's
Do you remember, when did Audi get Lamborghini? Was it like in 2000?
I really don't remember. It's like some of these cars like change hands so often. Like Range Rover, it goes from dealer, car to car to car. It goes from like Ford to Jaguar to now it's Tata Motors. in
Tata
India.
owns
yeah,
them?
yeah.
Wow.
So they're dump $1 billion into Range Rover.
They're gonna unveil like a $500 model.
Yeah,
That's what Tata does, right? They make like the super
That's
cheap
right.
cars.
That's right. They got the chick who's dating the soccer player. They're going to have her design a Range Rover. So that's probably the end of the world, right? If the earthquake on the eastern seaboard wasn't the mark of that.
I heard. Did you know that Saab is like almost entirely out of business at this point? Like they've shut down their production lines, and they have like I think they had to sell the land their factory was on, and then they're releasing it from the company they sold it to, just to try to like stay afloat.
See, this is what happens when Norwegians try and it's not
But it's Swedish.
Swedish. Sorry,
But Volvo is a success story.
that's true. It is for airbags.
Yeah.
For airbag manufacturers.
Get up on the mic, dude. It's
No,
not your first.
I gotta go.
podcast. You gotta go.
I just came into.
Okay.
How's Gold doing, Joel?
It's having a minor. See, why do you got to bait me like that?
Wait, minor what? It's having a minor what?
It's just a minor pullback. I mean, it's like setting. See, if we had a podcast where we could talk every day, I'd be all over this.
So should we start a separate financial drunk tank with daily episodes?
We probably could. It'd be the most successful financial program in the history of the planet.
I
at this
saw
point.
the other day, after you first talked about DGP on the podcast, someone sent me a Twitter that said that they put like $1,000 into DGP, and then by the next podcast they said they had made $200 off that investment, and they were going to pay for their 2012 RTX trip using DGP investments.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Like gold has had, it's like $100 off the record. It's been going up in a straight line, and like the chart on gold went like parabolic. When the chart goes parabolic, when the chart goes parabolic, like it looks like a quarter pipe at this point, you probably want to take some profits in the short term because it's
When you say
in the long run, I mean like days. But it's like if it pulls back, you buy it because in the long run it's going higher.
When you say it
It's
goes
going a lot
parabolic, you
higher.
mean like it came from a high point, dipped, and then is now rising? Like what do you mean? when
It's
you
just
say
going
parabolic?
really high.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you know what the profile of a quarter pipe looks like, that's what the chart on gold looks like. And
Oh, I
anything
see,
that
I
starts
see.
moving straight up.
I was thinking half pipe because I'm a little rusty.
That's different. I understand. But yeah, no, it's going higher in the long run. But it's good. Nothing goes up in a straight line. So, anyways, that's it.
Okay.
All right. I had my own segment. I just come in real fast, talk about car.
Well, thanks for joining us.
I feel like I killed it. You guys are so quiet.
It's Gold time with Joel.
No, we're saying goodbye to you. Thank
Bye,
you,
Joel.
I'm gonna give you a bunch
Bye.
of money.
That guy's fucking crazy.
He is.
Every time I walk into his office, it's like there's like some weird person on his like screen talking about investments. Have you ever walked into his office? He's like staring intently. Like Joel sometimes is looking at it, sometimes isn't, and there's always like some talking head on his monitor talking about
CNBC
investments
or MSN Money.
No, nothing mainstream. It's always like something weird, like some dude in like a dark room. With like, it's really weird looking.
There's like
stuff.
a pig hanging from behind him.
Oh. But anyway, thus ends the financial portion of
right.
Drunk Tank podcast. I wonder if we reclassified our podcast as financial, if we could be number one.
I would think so.
Like as it is, typically we're pretty. I mean, not to toot my own horn.
But you're going to go ahead and do
Toot,
it right
toot.
now.
We're a pretty popular podcast on iTunes. Typically, we're a top 25 or 30 overall of all podcasts, but we're only like number 2 in games and hobbies because NPR's Wait, Don't Tell Me podcast beats me.
Those jerks.
So you're listening to the number 1 video game podcast. We did talk about games this week. Okay, good.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
So
did.
we can retain our classification.
We got PAX coming up. Is there anything at PAX you're looking forward to checking out?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to say until you get there. Like, normally I'm so focused on organizing that I don't think about what's actually there. Typically, I'll see what's directly across from our booth, which means I'll be looking at the Sweet Kitty booth. And Mega 64 is behind us this year.
Is there any way we can have like a door to the Mega 64 guys where we can like walk back and forth? Because we make like an island of Rooster Teeth and Mega 64.
Yeah.
Like we have no one on either side of us, but our backs are against each
Hopefully,
other.
Kate Wynn is there to save us when our island burns down.
No, because this year at PAX we're split up from the rest of the exhibition hall, right?
Yeah.
Like, the main exhibition hall, which is where we've been the past 8 years, is now mostly video game companies.
We haven't been there 8 years.
Well,
Because they've
7?
moved convention centers.
Okay,
and
I'm
they've
sorry.
moved
Yeah.
halls that they've been in.
Well,
But, yeah, I think our booth is 6109, I want to say.
which is the 6th floor, which is the top of the convention center.
Yes, so we're going to be looking down, hawking loogies on the rest of the exhibitors.
I'm excited.
And I think our booth at Fan Expo is 1743. That's what I want to say. Have you been to PAX before? You went to PAX. No, you didn't?
You were in PAX Prime or PAX East, right?
No.
We tried to get you
I've
down
never
for it,
been.
and then you were like,
you didn't try for shit.
"Did we not?"
No.
Okay.
You were like,
That
are you
makes
coming?
sense.
And I was like, no. And you were like, good.
What isn't like Boston and New Jersey like right next to each other?
It's not that far.
I don't know anything about like the Northeast at
couple
all.
hours.
It's probably like a 2-hour drive.
It's not that far.
Yeah, that's a train. That's like a 20-minute train ride,
It's
right?
more than 20
like
minutes,
Austin
but
to Houston.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. So what was your excuse?
I was going to go by myself.
We were there.
We were there,
Yeah,
fool.
but I didn't really know you yet. It would have just been hanging out like, what's up? Like next to the booth.
We would have had Kara there, turn you away. Sorry, there was
she would have been. I would have been like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Here, hand me an ice cream," and then fucking knock it out of my hands. Yeah. And get the fuck out of here. Here's a T-shirt.
Here's a T-shirt.
buy something.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're looking forward to?
I think. Well, I'm going to check out Battlefield 3 for sure, which I'm super jazzed about. I'm going to try to get my hands on Dead Island, which I've heard a lot of good things about, and that's the one that Jeff cried about.
Yeah.
for
What a
the
fucking
trailer.
baby.
That's a pretty crazy trailer. Did you see that trailer, Kara?
It's not that. It's a video game.
She doesn't,
man.
she doesn't
Come
like
on.
zombies.
Is this a video game trailer?
Yeah, it's a video game trailer.
What do you think the answer to that is?
Ooh, we got a point there.
Oh shit! She knocked the ice cream out of my hand. Good God!
Your proverbial.
I can't wait to see the fan art of Kara like knocking ice cream out of people's hands.
Angry
And I've
Kara.
never done that before. I don't know where this ice cream knocking out fans, where you got that idea from, but
Well, you're gonna do it soon.
I'll
Yeah,
do it.
you'll do it eventually.
Oh yeah, now if I see ice cream,
You know,
definitely
fans are
get
going to now
knocked
walk
out.
up to the office with ice
With
cream,
ice cream.
expecting you to knock it out of their hands.
So it's your duty to knock it ice
They're
cream
gonna
out of
get,
their
they're gonna get
hands.
like
Yep.
5 scoop, so it's just like an hour, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?" It's just like it just like covers their whole
Just
face.
smack it.
Do people ever actually buy ice cream like that? Like I've only seen ice cream like that like in cartoons where it's like 5 scoops.
I don't know, but they should.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Let's go to Amy's
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
and try to get a bunch of scoops.
Test run.
So Dead Island. I really don't know like what's being shown off. I know at PAX East they had that crazy line for the Old Republic.
Yeah.
If there's not a crazy line, I might try to sneak over and see that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm assuming Old Republic will be there, right? Like
Yeah.
at Gamescom, they just showed some of the in-game content. They showed the raid, or one of the final raids, and they wiped on the second phase of the raid. The guy's playing, which that can't be good. Yes, everything I've heard about Star Wars though looks fantastic.
I read that the way that they're going to do, like at Gamescom, they said something about how for raids in that game, they're going to make it accessible so that everyone can see it, but they'll also make it challenging for experienced players. And I guess all raids are going to have 3 tiers of difficulty.
Oh wow,
We have an easy mode, a normal mode, and a hard mode.
like a heroic.
Right. And if
Okay.
you play on normal mode, when you loot the boss, everyone gets their own loot drop.
Oh, wow.
So, like, everyone as a raid doesn't have to roll, like, on 1 or 2 pieces of gear. Everyone gets their own drop, which makes it easier to gear up to later run heroic.
Okay, and then I'm assuming heroic is just like one drop.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly. It's
Okay,
like
I was going to say.
traditional, what you're more used to.
I wonder when you get on the easy stuff. If you just get
You don't
like,
get shit.
I don't know about easy. Yeah, you might not get anything.
well, it's probably greens.
Greens, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't.
It's green.
Then there's different levels. There's like greens, then there's like blues, and
there's
purples. Purples are your super
I only know
rare
that
ones.
because you don't shut
and
the
then,
hell up about it, and I just heard the word purple like 50 times.
And then there's oranges, which are like
Oh
those
my
are
God.
super rare.
Don't even get them started on oranges.
Those are uniques. You don't see those two. How many uniques have you seen in WoW?
Like,
Or relics, or not relics? Is it unique?
Artifacts.
Artifacts. That's what it is.
I've never used one myself. I think in the entire time I've been playing WoW, I've seen someone equipping a legendary item like 5 times. Maybe.
Okay. We had one drop one time in an old run. Like they were doing like old war or something like that.
Oh, was it like one of the fragments?
No, it was an actual. It was an artifact. It was a full thing.
Really?
Maybe it wasn't old war. Maybe it was. Shit, I don't know. What was that 40? The 40 man Nax?
40? That Nax was a 40 back in vanilla WoW.
Yeah, I think that's what we were just running old. We were running old stuff, and I think an artifact dropped.
Yeah, but 40-man Nax doesn't exist anymore because they.
Well, no,
reversed
I'm
it.
sorry. I was saying that was the
okay,
raid.
gotcha.
We weren't doing 40 man. We were probably
Okay.
doing 10 or 25 at that point.
Okay.
So super nerdy.
Are we speaking like another language?
Yeah.
We're both like glazed over. You have to just have your own conversation.
We're just like burying ourselves in that
We're just gonna
gaming
split
gaming
the podcast
section.
at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys can talk about gold over there.
All right. Well,
Talk
let's.
about like alcohol because that's what I'm going to be doing. At
Oh, I was going to say let's wrap this up, but let's talk about some.
Good
alcohol.
God, Michael drinks a lot. I don't know if you knew that or not.
It's Texas. You know, I blame the state.
Now it's Texas.
I blame the state.
Is that
And
what it is?
Jack. Yeah.
What do you drink?
And me for providing you with alcohol? You're
Yeah,
blaming me for
whatever.
that?
Whatever, really. I've been drinking Lone Star like nonstop since I've been here.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
I'll really drink whatever. Well,
What do you prefer? Do you prefer like hard liquor or do you prefer beer?
It depends. Like if I'm just like casually fucking around, I'll just drink beer all the time.
Have you had a Lone Star before?
I had it. I think like one of the previous times I was here, but like maybe 1 or 2, and that's it. It's pretty much like Coors Light, and that's what I drank.
No.
That's what I used to drink. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
We should arrange like a blind taste test.
It's pretty
We
much the
should.
same
I'm-
thing.
totally
did
down for that.
we did that once at the Buda office where we set up like Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Light, and Lone Star, and Jeff and I tried to go through and name them all. We did horrible. We did
Really?
awful.
Nuh-uh.
I think.
No, you didn't.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I think we both said that Coors Light was the best tasting one
Oh,
without knowing what it was.
ugh. Man, I'm like, we have this thing at this bar just up the street where it's like you have to drink 50 beers in a row, and it's like a list of 50 beers.
What?
And,
Oh yeah, you get to check them off, and you get a
well,
card.
not like in one sitting.
Okay,
Yeah.
you said it in a row. So I was like,
Well, no, okay, sorry.
order.
You get like a keychain, and they punch it off every time you do one. So you get like maybe 2 or 3 every time you go. And so once you get all 50, you get like a T-shirt, and you get your name on the wall, and whatever, and you get like happy hour prices for like extended time or something like that. And so I went from something like a Blue Moon to like a Coors Light, and it was the most disgusting
It
thing in the
is.
world
It's
ever. Like to jump
terrible.
down like that, it's like, oh, this is so bad.
what do you like to drink, Kara?
I like Mexican beer. Corona, Dos Equis.
Corona's
Pacifico.
Nah, I like Modelo. Modelo's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really like the American beer as far as just, Bud Light, Coors. That tastes like, I don't know, water to me. Or I call Coors Light mountain water. That's what it kind of tastes
They'd
like.
probably be
gets
impressed
the
by that. I
job
think that's
done.
kind of their thing, right?
Coors Light, the mountain water.
I love the
true.
thing I love about Coors Light is like about a lot of those beers is how gimmicky they are. Like Coors Light has like the 2 different levels of cool.
Yeah, cold
color,
and super
yeah.
cold.
And then like Miller Lite has like the vortex bottle that like spins the beer.
And then like the gold top part of the can that supposedly does something.
Oh, yeah, it's like
it
extra wide
drinks
or
it
something.
for you. Actually, is what happens.
So do you prefer beer to hard liquor?
Depends on the situation. If I'm going out for a long haul, probably. I might switch it up a little bit.
They said you shotgunned a beer like a champ.
She
When you-
shotgunned like
did.
2 of them.
I
She
did.
cracked it open with her tooth. She bit into it to shotgun it.
And I actually learned that from a UT linebacker about 4
course.
years ago. 4 years ago, I was down there. At one
Wait,
of
4
the-
years? How old are you?
No. I've only ever shotgunned a beer once in my life. Like I had a friend who was a bartender at Midnight Rodeo, downtown Boston.
I would love to see you at Midnight
I
Rodeo.
have friends that go there.
And so, like, I guess, like, all the bartenders from Midnight Rodeo rented a party barge, like, out on the lake. So they invited me along, and I went. And so, like, we spent all day on the lake. I drank a ton of whiskey. Then I started shotgunning beers. And I passed out, and I woke up a day and a half later in my own bed, still throwing up. Like I literally woke up like 36 hours later and went like straight to throw up in the bathroom. I got so fucking sick. I've never shotgunned a beer again.
Aren't you like
then.
clinically dead at that point
Yeah.
when you're sleeping for
Right.
36 hours?
Yeah, I'm a little upset that they didn't take me to the hospital. Like I must have been really fucked up.
It's an alcohol-induced
Why you
coma right there.
don't drink whiskey for that reason.
Yeah, it was fucked. I was hungover for days. Like
Oh.
that was the worst.
So are you blaming that on the shotgun that you did?
No,
Or
but it's
all
like a
the-
bad association in my head now.
Oh, okay.
It's like the last
Gotcha.
time I shotgunned, I passed out. All right, we got to wrap up.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Come see us at PAX and Fan Expo. We'll hopefully do a wrap up next week.
Halo Fest.
Halo Fest and the screening at Toronto Underground.
Panel 1 p.m. Friday.
Yes, our PAX panels Friday at 1 p.m. We're doing some stuff at Halo Fest, so go check that out as well. Hopefully they'll have a schedule posted there.
So, Sunday afternoon, I want to say at 3 is the table read
3:15, I believe.
for Halo Fest. Yeah.
3:15 we'll be doing a table read through Red vs. Blue script.
Jax also promised to all people that come up to him at the booth to give him a hug and a kiss.
No.
On the face.
No, don't
Yeah.
do that. Don't
Nope.
do that.
He'll do
I'll
it.
make
Jack-
Kara
Jack
knock
will do
stuff
it.
out of your hand.
Either one, that's fine.
All right, well, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Later.